Yo, what's good, my people? So, in this video today, I'm going to be explaining why Kai Sotto is ready to take over the NBA and be a very high-level dominant big man. Now, before I get into this video, make sure you like the video, subscribe, all of that stuff there. But without further ado, let's jump right into it. So, I've spoken about Kai Sotto a lot, but you know one thing about me, when I speak about a player, I like to watch a lot of film, watch their games, break down their games, and the more I watch Kai Sotto, the more I realize this guy has a lot of NBA level talent. Now, I feel like with Kai right now, it's a confidence thing. That's the main harp of this video, because I be watching him in the NBL. He's only getting 12.9 minutes per game. It's clear to see every time Kai makes a mistake, the coach pulls him out of the game, and that's really not good for someone's confidence. I've also seen hesitancy in Kai shooting the ball, because if you've seen Kai shoot, his jump shot form looks so nice, and he's 7'3". He has a very smooth jumper, but he's very reluctant to take it, because if he misses, the coach is going to pull him out. That's not how you develop a guy, and that's going to be negative on a guy's confidence and overall abilities and development, which it has been towards Kai. Because when I see him play for the Philippines national team, he looks a lot more free, he looks a lot more less scared to make mistakes, and overall you're seeing the high side of Kai, in which in my opinion is an NBA player. But it's imperative that in this summer league right now, he puts all of that to the side and shows the NBA teams his high level of talent, that being his shooting ability, his ability at the rim protection, and overall mobility as a big man. Now, one thing I can say about Kai is Kai can move his feet very well and shuffle over to vertically contest shots, as well as being an effective rim protector. These are all things which are very key components for an NBA level center, and especially a guy who is 7'3". Now, one thing I can say about Kai for free is that he's a very talented post player. Now, sometimes in the NBL he doesn't get those post touches, but there's times where you see Kai with a smooth up and under move, or a move where he's getting in the post, hitting a defender with a drop step, turning around, hitting a baby hook. So it's key that Kai does this on a more consistent basis, mainly because he has the ability, but in the past he's been scared to show that. Now, I believe that he's going to get a big opportunity with the Orlando Magic, because quite a few teams were trying to get Kai Sotto's services during Summer League, but I believe Kai Sotto and his agent chose the Orlando Magic because they guaranteed him the most minutes in Summer League. So he's going to have an opportunity to not only just showcase his talent, but to also work on his game even more. And when he showcases his talent, there's going to be a lot of NBA teams that are going to see this and be very attracted to the prospect of having Kai Sotto on their roster. So it's very key that he shows this level of ability and has a full level of confidence. Now, another thing which makes me believe that Kai is going to be a high-level NBA center one day is his work ethic. You see Kai always working out. He's always trying to improve his game, working on his jump shot, and that's the motor and drive you need from an NBA player. And I believe Kai has the hard work. He was once a 4-star recruit. There was issues during the pandemic where he was playing with the Philippines national team and therefore couldn't return to the G League Ignite quick enough, obviously due to, at the time, COVID and quarantine rules, whatever. But one thing I believe is that if he was in that G League for even 5 games, he would have got drafted, because the NBA scouts don't really value overseas talent enough, in my opinion. I believe that they're very biased towards NBA level talent at times, and they usually underlook guys who have so much talent. There is no way Nikola Jokic went 52 in the NBA draft. I know he developed over the years, but it's just a prime example of how they just underlook guys. And a guy like Anthony Bennett went number 1 in that same draft, by the way. I'm not comparing them at the time, but if Jokic was playing in the United States and went to American college, would he have gone 52? Of course not. He would have been a first-round pick. So it's quite easy to see how foreign talent gets underlooked, and they clearly don't know how to assess players who are from overseas. And Kai's a prime example of that, because he's so talented and definitely ready to be an NBA productive player right now, but he keeps getting underlooked. That's why with this opportunity, Kai needs to make some noise. He needs to absolutely dominate this summer league. He needs to block shots. He needs to be a good screen setter, a good roller, a good popper. So then you really don't give the NBA teams a choice but to pick you up, because you're a big man who showed the ability to shoot. That's one tick. Rim protect, that's another thing. Be an effective screen setter, that's another thing. Be able to roll and pop, that adds more dynamic and more dynamic sense to your offense, and also be a vertical lob threat, which is what Kai is, because he's 7'3" and is still a very good athlete. So yeah, also one thing which is key is that Kai needs to stay out of foul trouble so he can be on the court. You know, not fouling is not only key because it shows NBA teams you can be a high level defender, stay on the floor without fouling, meaning they won't have to change their rotations because you're getting in foul trouble so quickly. But it also shows or gives Kai the ability to be on the floor longer, which therefore means he can showcase his talent and be a dominant center for as long as he wants on the floor, because foul trouble will not be forced him to find and go to the bench. So there will be no excuse for the coach to bench him. But that's all I really got for this video today. The main thing is I believe Kai has the intangibles to be a very high level NBA center. Whether or not he reaches that, I don't think it's down to him, because Kai has the ability. It's down to what coach is actually going to give him the minutes and the game time to showcase this talent. But I believe the Summer League will be the perfect opportunity for him to start, show this talent and get his foot in the door to eventually get a full standard NBA contract. But thank you guys so much for listening to this video. I appreciate it so much. You know, I think Kai is a very high level NBA player. He just needs the right opportunity. But in the comment section down below, let me know if you agree with me. Do you feel like Kai has a lot to work on, or do you feel like he's NBA ready now? What do you think he'll average in the Summer League? Do you feel like he'll struggle? Do you feel like he'll dominate? I want to hear you guys' opinion in the comment section down below. But that's all I got for this video today. Stay blessed, my people, and I'm out. Peace.